Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Athletics taking on the New York Yankees. Shall be with you alongside Chris Singleton. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control at recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming your way next. And starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, number 35.
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Just about to get started. Number 53 digs in now.
Number 53, Heriberto Hernandez.
And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now Jacob Wilson swings through that. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting third, the right fielder, Henry.
Let's take a look at our lineup. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle. And you get 3 swings, why not take all 3 of them? With his control and command, he's going to be in the strike zone.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Totally hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool a hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Just misses. Full count now.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
The kick, the 3-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And he'll play it on a bounce. To second, in there safely.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Junior.
First and second, 1 out. Now the A's designated hitter.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-1. That one ripped, but foul.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation.
Got him swinging for the carry. So digging in, Lawrence Butler. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score.
I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen, so I'm going out of legends.
Back in the Bronx, and on the mound for the A's in this one, Gary Gilhill. What should we keep an eye on here?
Just a 4-inning start his last time out. He took the loss. They're looking for more out of this guy today.
Here's the center fielder.
Leading off the ball game tonight,
Gill
the center
Hill,
fielder,
in his rookie
number
season, 23 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2022. Swings through that one for strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Out to short. Wilson on the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing they can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop. Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Check swing. No appeal. And the count is 3-1. This ball's chopped on the ground. Sends it to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Next to hit, Ryan Spikes. Wilson drifts towards it. And that is that. Scoreless after 1. Back in New York, second inning set to go. And now here's Jeff McNeil. The 1-1. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two now. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Here's the third baseman. Just missed. It's off the outside edge. They're now 3-1. The A's with a chance to score first here in the second game of the series. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting in, the catcher, Cole Haan.
Here's the catcher. The Athletics looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Just off the inside corner. Full count now.
That's a really good take.
And they're all loaded up.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Carlos Cortez.
Carlos Cortez up next for the A's. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brings it in. Runners tag up from second and third. The relay, and he's in there as he tests the arm in left. One away on the fly out.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Here's the left fielder. Late on that fastball.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Got it, swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the right fielder. Here's a 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. And foul ball. Fights it off. We'll see another. Two aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck them out. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them and a jump ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the A's 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the second. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, number 22.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
In the air, right center. This is match. Way back field. A solo shot. Home run number 5 on the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's the Yankees catcher now. The 1-1. And That drops in for a strike.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now here is number 18. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough, and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Now it's the rookie first baseman. That one finds the zone. 1-2. Two down, nobody on. In the air, out to center, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. This is Yankees baseball on the Show NYC. Back at Yankee Stadium. Well, Siggy, we talked him up at the top of the broadcast, firing on all cylinders coming in, but haven't seen the same dominance today.
Well, it's still early, but the sharpness hasn't quite been there. Feels like he's just one adjustment away from flipping the script.
And a foul ball. Out to short. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Next up for the A's, Lawrence Butler. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Once in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
1 out, runner at second. Jeff McNeil, the next to hit. Ground ball right side. Play is made, 2 out. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now.